Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and Shoulder Skywalker, a.k.a. Andre the Giant. Coming back to you guys with an NFL main slate video. Smoking Joe and the wife are gone for the day at the mother-in-law's house, so Schroeder says, you know what? Let's do a video early while there's peace and quiet around here. Schroeder, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we clear for warp speed? All right, buddy. Let's get this show on the road. All right, guys. So Schroeder and I would like to show you what is our home. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. We're trying to grow this channel. So Schroeder and I, we gotta fund the salmon treat fund. So yeah, guys. That would help out the channel a lot. We're almost at 5.3K subscribers, so we're just trying to get there. And yeah, if you like the content, I just did a UFC video. But by the time you watch this, it would have already started. So, but I do NBA, NHL. I'm picking up I'll probably do 2 to 3 NHL videos a week. So don't miss out, guys. But what we're looking at here, first order of business, dfsclub.com, guys. This is where you get our lineups, cheat sheets, ownership, projections. You got two providers in one, DFS Space, myself, Skywalker DFS. And ladies and gentlemen, we do every single sport. On the man, woman, feline kind, guys. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, UFC, WNBA, college sports, EuroLeague basketball. All you got to do is click join now. It's very easy, guys. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then look at these plans, our bronze, silver, and gold plans. Look at these prices, $14.99, $49.99, and $149 for a full year for every sport. 3-day passes, guys, if you just want to check us out. You get the members only podcast 1 hour before lock, exclusively to the DFS Club on our Discord. We cover prize picks, sports wagering, guys. Draftkings, Fanduel, 24/7 tips and advice by the DFS Club. Space is always in there for NBA, guys. Always in there for NBA. I got NHL, NFL, UFC. I'll pop in the NBA channel, give my 2 cents, but no one listens to me. They'll listen to Space, which you know what? I don't blame them. Space is red hot right now in NBA, guys. That's the beauty of having two providers in one. So shout out to Space, man. He's been killing it. What else I get? Oh, so last week in NFL, it was a clean sweep. DraftKings, FanDuel, everything cash. So I've been really, really studying all week and trying to get these angles for NFL. So I'm looking to finish the season strong, guys. So come join us where you get the lineups. Again, the ownership, projections, top stacking, all the tools that you will ever need to be a better DFS player. And we got a bankroll management system video in the Discord. So to be a profitable DFS player, you got to learn how to manage your bankrolls, guys. So that's most important. And number 2, we don't force you guys to rock our logo. You can rock whatever logo you want, man. That's what separates us from the others. The only reason why they have you do that, guys, is free advertisement for them. It's all about them, the other providers. So we don't do that here. Rock whatever logo you want. DFSclub.com. We are the realest. We are the best. And we are the cheapest in the industry, guys. All right. So let's bring up the sponsor of the show, Draft Dashboard. Been with me since day one, guys. I'm a loyal person. What can I say? And I wouldn't know what to do without this damn tool. I would probably be checking 10 different websites for these stats. You get them all in one right here, guys. Draft Dashboard. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have this exact tool. It's not just an optimizer. It's for research. All your research is right in front of you. Injuries, everything, guys. Top owned players. You get all my player pools for every single sport, guys. And it's only $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have it where you get access to all my player pools. All right, so let's get into injuries. So it looks like George Kittle is back, guys. Landry is back. He's healthy. Without Odell Beckham Jr., maybe. I'm just not big on Cleveland, man. Chase Edmonds is going to play. AJ Brown is questionable. Julio Jones is good to go for Tennessee. So Russell Gage, good to go. Tony, good to go. Rieger. Let's see. All right, so let's just get into it. Looks like, yep, Dak's going to play. He was kind of questionable throughout the week. So I'm going to give you guys cash game plays, GPP plays. You guys know I come with these sneaky plays, guys. And then we're going to have our last order of business will be a new segment called Who Gets It's Right in the Old Prison Pocket, which I think a player that's chalky, that's going to underperform and screw everybody and get you right in the old prison pocket. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. All right, so let's start out at freaking quarterback. All right, so Josh Allen, obviously at 8.2K, going up against Jacksonville, ranked 25th in the league against QBs. 30, 33, 40, guys. So if you're looking to pay up at quarterback, there's lots of value on the slate. So, good cash play here. One of the highest owned next to probably Lamar Jackson on the slate. Kyler Murray, I don't know, man. It's not looking good. Even if he plays, he's going to be hobbled out there. So at 7-9, that's a fade for me. Give me some Patrick Mahomes this week against Green Bay. I like the bounce back spot here. I think, right now at 6% ownership, guys. I think he gets right here. 15-10 in his last two. You know his upside. So 7.8K. Kansas City needs to start winning. They need to go on a mad winning streak here. So I do like that. And then you got Lamar Jackson at 7.3, who's actually cheaper, who will be the cash game quarterback this week, guys. 7.3K. This is the cheapest I've ever seen Lamar Jackson. He's got 100-yard rushing upside. Dual eligible quarterback, does it all. So, Lamar Jackson, I don't need to tell you he's good at football, so get him in there. And then for a GBP, I do like a Cincy stack again. So that includes Joe Burrow, 6.8K. Really safe option here. He hasn't gone under 20 DK points. And at 6.8K, I do like a Cincy stack this week. Jalen Hurts, 6-7. I guess I'm just not big on, he's a safe play. He had a down game last time. He only rushed 7 times, too. Normally, he doesn't get his fantasy points till the fourth quarter. But it's a high-scoring game against the Chargers. The Chargers are pretty tough against quarterbacks this year, guys. 4th in the league against shutting down quarterbacks. But Jalen Hurts, 7% owned right now, 6-7. It's just at that price point, man. I'd rather probably get to Joe Burrow for $100 more and maybe try to get to Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. Just because they're cash plays don't mean you can't play them in GBPs, guys. Tua, he's questionable still at 5.8. If he plays against Houston, man, I absolutely love this play. He should have himself a good day. Houston's ranked 24th in the league against quarterbacks, so yeah. Let's scroll down here. Justin Herbert, the pervert, he was a full participant, so he should be good to go. Dak Prescott, like I said, is good to go at 6.9. Let's see. Safe space, Sam Darnold was limited, so I think since he's limited, I think he's probably going to play. I think Sam Darnold's going to play, but give me some Jordan Love as a punt play. He was the preseason darling, if you guys remember. He's a dual threat quarterback. He rushes too. So at 4.4K, if you want to really punt at quarterback, right now at 4% ownership, the definition of a GPP play right here. I'll probably have a Jordan Love line. I'm not going to correlate. I'm not going to have a Green Bay stack, but Jordan Love, I think at 4.4 against one of the worst defenses in the league, Kansas City, ranked 31st in the league, second to last against quarterbacks. Put a little love in your life, guys, and a GPP, throw it in there. Not a cash game, but GPP. All right, so let's go to running backs. So we got some good ones this week, guys. We got Alvin Kamara going up against Atlanta, 8.2K. His targets went down last week, back down to 4, but he got 19 rushes, got 17 DK points. It's a great matchup against Atlanta this week. 10% ownership right now. I do like that. Austin Eckler at 7.9. He had 10 targets last week, so that's pretty damn good. Going up against a Philly defense ranked 29th in the league. That's really bad against running backs. So I do like Austin Eckler a lot this week at 7.9. Dalvin Cook, I don't know what's up with him. He might be playing hurt or something, but I'm off of him for 7.7. One of my favorite running backs this week is going to be Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, because you got Love, and you would think, logic would say that they're probably going to hand the ball off a lot more than they normally would. So I think they're going to rely on Aaron Jones heavily for targets and rushes. He got 11 targets last week. So he does catch passes. You guys know that. Rushed for 15 times. A lot of wide receivers don't get 11 targets. So 7.2K. Love me Aaron Jones. I love the fact that he's only 6% right now. And this is the day before. So, but yeah, probably my favorite running back on the slate, price per value wise. Devontae Booker's fine at 5.9K. Saquon Barkley got the COVID, so he's gonna start. Going up against the Raiders, they give it up to running backs, guys. You already know that. And Booker, he gets targets too. So dual threat here. As you guys know, the Raiders organization is cursed ever since they left Oakland. I told y'all it was going to happen. Don't leave Oakland, man. But interested to see how they handle it. So the Giants might keep it a good game here. We'll see. Actually, while I'm there, let me pull up. See if I have any spreads right now. Let's see. So, okay, let me give you the spreads real quick, and then we'll get back to running back. So, Minnesota, Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 6. New England, Carolina. New England's favored by 3.5. Cleveland and Cincinnati, 2.5 for Cincinnati. Denver and Dallas. Dallas is favored by 10. Buffalo, Jacksonville. Buffalo's favored by 14.5. My goodness. So just be careful with Josh Allen there. Could be a blowout. Then we got Houston at Miami. Miami's favored by 5.5. Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans is favored by 6. So here we go. The Raiders and the Giants. The Raiders are only favored by 3. So yeah, Booker would be a nice play in the 5K range. And then the Chargers and Phillies. Chargers are only favored by 1.5. Over under is 49. So yeah, should be high scoring. Green Bay, Kansas City. Kansas City's favored by 7.5. And then let's see. We got Arizona, San Francisco. I think this will change depending on if Kyler Murray plays or not. Of course, it's going to change. But right now, San Francisco is only favored by 2.5. So we do like that. As far as like close games goes, all that good stuff. And look at Schroeder. He's cheesing it up, guys. So, yeah, that's it for the spread. So, yeah, Booker would be in a smash spot, guys. All right, Schroeder. Let's get back to business. All right. So, let's see here. Boston Scott at 5.2. I don't know why he's only 4%, but he's going up against the Chargers, guys. They're second to dead last against the rush. Boston Scott is just like a plug and play for me this week. 12 rushes, 18 fantasy points last week. They look great. So, yeah, I do love me some Boston Scott at 5.2. Shit, for GBPs at 4%, absolutely. So then you got Atlanta. Cordell Patterson, 6.3K. They're down their number one wide receiver. He had to take some time off for mental health reasons, which I totally support, man. I hope he gets better, and, I'll pray for him. But Cordell Patterson should benefit the most. He's a running back, wide receiver, and 6.3K. Now, New Orleans is tough defensively, so keep that in mind. 18, 14, 18 DK points in his last 3. Cordell Patterson, I probably look for like more of a 14 to 18 point game here. I don't think he'll go off, but it's just a bad matchup. It's the Saints. Chuba Hubbard at 6.1. No, thank you. He's way overpriced. Christian McCaffrey, there's a possibility he might play this week. I would probably say he plays next week, which I can't wait because I have him like in all my season-long fantasy leagues. So let's see. Elijah Mitchell, let's see what he did. He was limited in practice, so he's got a rib injury. If he plays at 5.8K against Arizona, yeah, get him in there, guys. He's been nothing but phenomenal. Only 18 rushes a game, but he's been 23, 20. He's been getting 100 yards rushing a game. So do you like Elijah Mitchell? I think he plays, but if he doesn't, I'm not even going to mess with the backup. Darrell Williams at 5.7. I think that's kind of too cheap here. And I think Kansas City bounced back. I do like a Kansas City stack. probably getting him cheaper than usual. But yeah, Darrell Williams coming off a 17 fantasy point game, only rushed for 13 times, 6 targets though. So I do like that. It was a close game. Chase Edmonds. If Kyler Murray is out, you would have to think that Arizona is going to use their quarterback or their running backs a lot. No Hopkins either. So without Hopkins, I think Chase Edmonds as a pass catching back. I mean, his targets are kind of down this year, 4, 3, 4. He could be sneaky at 5.3K, 16, 10. He finally got in the end zone last week, so that was good to see. Or you can go James Conner, 5.3 there. Both the exact same price. James Conner is more of the red zone running back. So, yeah, I mean, Kyler Murray could have 0 touchdowns if he plays. He just hands it off to the running backs. So, Edmonds or Conner? I say Edmonds out of the two, but, Conner vultures them fucking goal line carries. And then, yeah, another reason why I don't like rostering Kyler Murray, man, as much as I can. And I think that's going to do it right now for running backs. Yeah, that's going to do it for running backs. Let's go to wide receivers. All right, so Devontae Adams with no Aaron Rodgers at 8-2. I'm gonna back off. I think Jordan Love's just going to try and hand the ball off and run the ball himself. So Tyreek Hill though at 7.9K. I love the price tag here. He's $600 cheaper on Fanduel, man. If Kansas City's going to go off, it's going to be Tyreek Hill time. 18 targets last week, 27 DK points. Get him in there, guys. Deebo Samuel, if he plays, he was limited in practice on Friday. So if he does play, that's what you want to see. You want to see limited. What you don't want to see is didn't practice. So he did get in a practice. Going up against Arizona, he's 7.8K. Just be careful because they could rush him back a little early. And here's the thing, too. I think if Kyler Murray's out, I don't think they're going to rush him back. If Kyler Murray's in, San Francisco wants to win this game, they're going to rush him back in. So that Kyler Murray news just kind of affects us in so many ways. But, yeah, Deebo Samuel at 7.8 has been nothing but phenomenal, man. Stephon Diggs at 7.7, I don't know, guys. He's like the Damian Lillard right now, the NFL. He's going to have that big game. But he hasn't had it. That's not cheap either. 15, 24, 9, 21, 12 in his last 5, man. I don't know. I'd have to say a wait-and-see approach. Maybe a cash game play, but I'm just really not high on Diggs. Jamar Chase, though, for Cincinnati, if you're going to stack him, 7.6K. I like this play better. He still had 9 targets last week, 13 fantasy points. He dropped the ball, guys. He looked like his preseason self. But let's not forget what he was doing before that. 37-14, 31-14. So I like Jamar Chase if you're going to stack Cincinnati. Adam, I got a Thielen at 6.9K. He's back to his old self. It's good to see, man. 20, 33 in his last 2. Look, nothing short but phenomenal lately. Going up against Baltimore, their defense is not as good as it used to be, so I don't mind that. And then Brandon Cooks going up against Miami, ranked 31st in the league against wide receivers, man. And Brandon Cooks has been having a decent season for a team that's pretty much, rebuilding. So I do like Brandon Cooks at 6.1. Hollywood Brown, if you're going to roster Lamar, correlate him with Marquise Brown, guys. 6K, 19, 8, 37. He's kind of all over the place, but you know what? The targets are there. He was targeted 14 times last week, 5 and then 10. So I do like Hollywood Brown if you're going to play Lamar Jackson. You can correlate them. Jalen Waddle. So Devontae Parker is out. So especially if you're going to play Tui, pair him up with Jalen Waddle. 12 targets last week, 7 DK points. So without Parker, yeah, I love him this week. And then Cole Beasley at 5.4K. He's been on fire. I don't know what happened. He went from getting 0 to 2 targets a game to all of a sudden getting 9 and 13. Let's see. He was limited, so I think he's going to play. He's only 5.4K. So if you want some salary relief, you're going to pair him with Josh Allen. I don't mind that. Hunter Renfrow. I'm just kind of interested to see how the Raiders I'm just going to go off the pecking order here. Hunter Renfrow should get an uptick. He's a little slot receiver, 5-10 yards out. 8 to 5 targets a game. 13, 7, 12. He's a really safe play at 4.8K. Don't mind that. And then Jamal Agnew gets Buffalo this week. But that's okay. He's not the number one in this offense, so he might get open. 16, 13, 11, double-digit fantasy points, guys, in his last 3 games. He was targeted 12 times last week. So Jamal Agnew for 4.3K, a little salary relief. I don't mind that. Brian Edwards, too, should, but I want to see it first, right, with the Raiders receivers. Hunter Renfrow, I trust because I know he's going to get the looks. But Brian Edwards, I'm going to wait another week. McCole Hardman, 3.9K. I like him with the Kansas City stack. 7 targets last week. 3.9K is really cheap, guys. $1,500 more on Fanduel. If you're going to stack Kansas City, I like this play a lot. Keenan Allen, man, 6.7. Still underpriced in my personal opinion. Philly's pretty tough on wide receivers, but Keenan Allen's pretty much matchup proof. Mike Williams has just been irrelevant the last 2 weeks. So I like Keenan Allen at 6.7. Let's see. Amari Cooper at 5.7 is kind of cheap. If you think about it, Dak is going to play. He was limited in practice, but yeah, 5.7 is kind of like begging me to play this guy. I don't know about a Cowboys stack, but Amari Cooper has not been the most reliable either this year. But at 5.7, that's kind of interesting. And then Manuel Sanders at 5.6 after getting a goose egg, 4 targets. I don't mind going back here. You're going to play Josh Allen, 5.6K, Manny Sanders. He goes deep. He gets open. Jacksonville defense, he'll get open. So I do like that. He burned a lot of people last week, so I'm going to like the low ownership there. And then T. Higgins at 5.3 for that Cincinnati stack. I love the salary relief. $1,300 more on FanDuel. But he got 15 targets, and then he got 6 targets, 14 and 13 DK points in his last 2. Give me some T. Higgins. And then Christian Kirk at 5.3 with no Hopkins. I don't know how you don't play him. 9, 15, 19 DK points. Target 6, 5, and 8. But yeah, I do like him with no Hopkins. Should smash. Keyword is should. All right. Were there any? Yeah, we got Ronald Moore too. Dart throw. This is a dart throw, guys, at 4.2K. No Hopkins. 5 targets last week, 3, 4. That when they were in trick plays, they loved to involve Ronald Moore. Rondell Moore. Sorry. But yeah, 4.2 might be a sneaky spot here if you're going to do an Arizona stack, especially. And then my value play is going to be Zay Jones with the Raiders. I like what I heard from the Raiders camp this week as far as they're saying he's like the hardest working guy on the field. And Zay Jones wants to be relevant, man. He wants to make an impact on this team. He's only 3K. He only had 1 target last week. He's their deep threat. If they go deep, they're throwing it to Zay Jones. But again, without Ruggs, I think he definitely benefits at only 3K. It's a dart throw. It's a GPP play, obviously. But if you're going to win the Millie Maker, guys, you got to take chances like Zay Jones. And hopefully it pays off. That's it, man. All right, so that's going to do it for wide receiver. We got a lot of tight ends this week to choose from, too. Let's go to tight end. Travis Kelce at 7K. I'm going to back off here. I just think there's better plays. But if you do a Kansas City stack, you got to put him in there. I think we'll see. It is against Green Bay. They're middle of the pack against tight ends defensively, but same with Darren Waller. He's 6'2". He was targeted double digits in week 1 and then really hasn't fallen off. But without Henry Ruggs, you got to think Darren Waller should be the number 1 again. So you think his target should go up too? So, if you want to do a Raider stack, I don't mind it, but I would do a mini stack like I said, Zay Jones, maybe some Darren Waller, pair him up with Derek Carr, maybe a 3-man stack. So don't mind that. Mike Gesicki again. Going up against Houston, they're ranked 30th in the league against tight ends. He's only 4.9, and again, no Parker. All these Miami receivers benefit. So one of my favorite plays this week, I'd imagine he'd be pretty popular at 4.9K. Mike Gesicki, get him in there. Dallas Goddard, 4.5K. If you're going to play Jalen Hurts, you're going to play Dallas Goddard. 7 targets last week, 13 DK, 12 DK fantasy points. So, he's the number 1 tight end now. Doesn't have to worry about anybody else. So I do like Dallas Goddard. Evan Ingram at 3.8. Listen, I'm the biggest Evan Ingram critic there is out there. But for 3.8, man, he's gotten 4 and 8 targets in his last two, 10 and 11. And the Raiders do not cover tight ends at all. They don't. So at 3.8K, don't mind me some Evan Ingram. And for 3.4K, love me some Dan Arnold. It is against Buffalo. They're ranked 8th in the league against tight ends. But like I said in last week's video, man, they brought him over here for a reason. They're going to use him. And that is exactly what they did. He had 10 targets last week. 10 targets, 15 DK points. I'm looking for about the same here. Probably around 10, maybe more than that. So, yeah, Dan Arnold at 3.4 is an absolute smash play for me, even against a tough Buffalo team. Tyler Conklin, on paper, has the best matchup as far as tight ends goes. Baltimore's ranked dead last. Sorry, Minnesota. Yeah, Baltimore. Sorry. What team is he on again? Baltimore's ranked dead last in the league, guys, against tight ends. So Tyler Conklin at 3K, and I know what you're thinking. It's Conklin, but he's at 7 targets in his last two, double-digit fantasy points in his last two. I love the matchup on paper, going up against the worst defense in the league against tight ends. So give me some Tyler Conklin at 3K. And then Kyle Pitts, you got to figure he's got to get his production's going to go back up too. 5.9 is not a bad price. Only 6 targets last week, 3 DK points after 26-30. Look for him to get back on track. New Orleans is just so tough, man. They're even tough on tight ends. They're 3rd in the league. So, yikes. Mark Andrews at 5.5. He's been nothing short but phenomenal this year. Had a down week last week, but before that, 18, 45, 12, 19. And if Lamar Jackson's going to be good this week, I think Mark Andrews has a lot to do with it. So if you're going to do a Baltimore stack, get Mark Andrews in there. You got George Kittle coming back from injury at 5.2K. He's going up against Arizona's number 1 in the league against tight ends. So that doesn't make me feel good. And he's got Jimmy Garoppolo passing the ball to him. I mean, it could be a smash spot. Right now, only 2%. I say GPP only because that's not cheap. That's 5.2. So I don't know. I just don't trust. I don't trust Garoppolo, man. But yeah, Kittle, he's a good player. Get him in there if you're willing to pay 5.2 for him. I think he's a little overpriced. Fanduel, and hiccups. 900 more on Fanduel also, man. I don't know about that. All right, and then defenses, punt defenses. The best cheap ones I'm liking. Kansas City. Now, I know they're terrible defensively, but without Aaron Rodgers, who knows what's going to happen? They're only 2.3K. I'm willing to take that shot. Miami's not bad against Houston at 3.1. I don't like going over like really 3K, man. So yeah, I would just punt at defense, guys. And that's it for the picks. So let's go to my watch players here. Here we go. All right, Schroeder. So let's get Parker out of here. He's not going to play. All right, Schroeder. So here's our segment Schroeder and I came up with. It is called Who's Going to Get Us Right in the Old Prison Pocket? Who's going to get us? Who's the chalky player this week that's going to get us right in the old prison pocket, Schroeder? And we're going to look at our player pool here. And let's take a look, Schroeder. So who do we got? Who's going to be our prison pocket player that's going to be chalky and is probably going to underperform? Let's see. You got to help me out, dude. I know, Schroeder. I know, man. I know. All right. So this week, you good? I think I forgot to take out my picks from last week. I thought I cleared them, but so this week's got me in the old prison pocket pick, who's going to be chalky, is who do you think? Yeah, maybe, yeah. So our pick, Schroeder and I agree, it's going to be Stephon Diggs, guys, at 7.7K. I think Stephon Diggs at that price tag is going to get us right in the old prison pocket, and we're going to be sour about it. So I'm probably going to fade him this week, but it is what it is, man. Let me know what you guys think. Who's your prison pocket play of the week? Who's going to get you right in the old prison pocket? No lube, just right in the old prison pocket, guys. There's always one every week. And you got anything else, Schroeder? Yeah, I know you want salmon, but what else? Okay. Schroeder says, let's get out of here, Dad. We got UFC fights coming up. I'm filming this earlier in the day, but I'm going to release it later. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Don't forget, DFSclub.com. Come join the family, guys. Come get the lineups, ownership, projections, top stacking, you name it. Members-only podcast. You can come hang out, Schroeder, I, Space, and the whole family, guys. DFSclub.com, the cheapest in the business. Cheapest in the business, and it's not even close. The sponsor of the show, Draft Dashboard, only $1 for 30 days. Just click in the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below, right, Schroeder? Because we love to hear the comments. And you guys are just helping me grow the channel so much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm back to about 95% after being concussed on Wednesday, so I'm ready to go, man. Let's get the spread. Don't take shit from nobody. This was a video. There were DFS picks in the video. That makes it a DFS video. I'm Gabriel Skywalker with another one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Please take care and be safe.